guys, my name's Amy, and wherever you are in the world, I want to help you move today. I'm going to take you through a Pilates workout that works your whole body, and I'll give you some adaptations to make it either easier or harder, whatever you like. So let's get started. All you need is a mat. Come and lie down on your mat on your back, and imagine that you have a marble on your belly. I want you to roll that marble towards your chest as you inhale, and then roll the marble down towards your pelvis as you exhale. Let's do this a few times. So what this exercise does is here comes my stick. It gives you a little bit of awareness of your neutral spine, which is different for everybody, but it's somewhere in between those two marble positions. So if you had your fingers like this in a triangle and placed it on your belly, it would just be level to the ceiling, and that's your neutral spine. It just helps you do exercises more efficiently and safely, and it helps your breathing and posture. Alright, so now as you roll that marble towards your chest, keep lifting up your hips so that your knees are at a nice diagonal line towards your hips, and come down again. So inhale, come up, exhale, come down. Your feet are just below your knees. Your upper back remains on the mat. Let's move a little bit faster. Hold at the top, little pulses up. So you should feel this at the bottom of your glutes. Belly button should be drawn to spine. And try not to flare your ribs. A few more here. Now hold here. Raise your left leg to the ceiling. And keep your right leg bent. And we're just going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Toes are pointed. Try to keep that leg as straight as possible. Hold here, little pulses up. Four, three, two, and one. Hold here. Now tap your left heel down towards the mat and lift that leg back up again. So tap and a point. Tap with your heel, foot flex, and then a point, raising your toes to the sky. Few here. Try to keep your torso as still as you can. Two more. Last one. Well done. Bring that foot down. Raise your right leg to the sky, and we're just going to lift and lower. Hold here, little pulses up. So we're targeting our glutes right away in this workout, just to get the blood flowing a little bit, and then my favorite exercises. Hold here, flex that foot, bring your heel down, tap the mat, point to raise the leg. So remember your belly button's to spine, you're breathing. Not flaring your ribs. A few more. Last one. Well done. Bring that foot back to meet the left one. And now we're just going to march it out to finish off this series. Four, three, two, and one. Well done. Lower your body to the mat. Done that series, not done the whole workout. So come lying onto your mat, keep your left knee bent, raise your right leg to the sky. Now externally rotate your hip so that your inner thigh is facing you, and then bring it back nice and straight. So we're getting a little bit of rotation of that hip. It's a small movement, that's okay. And we're trying to keep our leg otherwise as straight as possible. It will have a little bend in the knee. Toes are pointed, belly button to spine. Now this time, keep your leg rotated, flex your foot, bend your knee, bring it beside you, sort of like a half frog leg, and push up towards the sky. So we're really just getting your hip joints ready to work. You should feel this in your thighs, all the way down your leg. Try and be as controlled as possible. It's more important to move mindfully than to move quickly. A few more here. Last one. Okay, now keep your right leg bent, raise your left leg to the side, point your toes, rotate it out to the side, and bring it back straight. Oh, it's coming back. Alright, a few more. Now keep that leg rotated, flex your heel, bend your knee, bring it out to the side and push up towards the sky, slightly on a diagonal. Few more. Last one. Well done. Set both feet down now. Ready to inhale, raise your chest and your head off the floor. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Exhale here. Then inhale and switch legs, exhale again. Alright, so you're breathing every time you move, never holding your breath. And we're just alternating which leg we're bringing in towards our chest with a couple pulses as you bring it towards you. Now try and raise your chest as much as you can off the back of the mat. You've still got your lower back on the mat. The lower you bring your legs, the harder this exercise will be. Last two. Well done. All right, now we're going to stretch everything out. Inhaling and exhaling, bring everything back in. Inhaling, stretch everything out. We're not lying down. Exhaling, bringing everything, crunching it back in together. Belly button to spine as always. And if you find that you're arching your spine, just bring your legs a little bit higher, okay? Last two. Last one. Well done. Pop your feet back down. And now we're going to inhale and exhale, come up. Stretch your arms out beside you. We're going to do little penguin reaches. So stretching to the left, stretching to the right. Just alternating. Imagine you could really grab a hold of the end of your mat. Going at your own pace. Now hold to the left, place your right hand behind your head, little stretches just on this side. So really going for it, imagining you could grab the end of your mat. 4 more. This one's targeting your obliques. Last one. Well done. Now bring your right arm outstretched behind you. Your left hand goes behind your head and just little reaches here. Try to bring your shoulder right down to your hip. A few more. Last 2. Well done. Let's go back to reaching on both sides, just to finish off. Last 2. Hold here. Hands behind your head. Let's go into those traditional crunches. Inhaling to come back, exhaling to come up. Head heavy. Two more. Last one, and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Take a moment just to stretch everything out. Big inhale and exhale through your open mouth. Now inhale and slowly with control exhale as you roll yourself up and stretch over your legs. Do this at your own pace, and then inhale, come back down and stretch your arms back behind you. So this exercise is one of the best ones for your core and for your back, and it's really important to do it slowly and with control, not to use too much momentum. So you can do this by trying to keep your arms by your ears as you come up. So just do this at your own pace. We'll do a few of these. You come down, try to come down vertebra by vertebra, and as you come up, try to control the speed. Alright, one more, and then we'll stay sitting up at the top. Now, bring your feet about hip width apart. I want you to sit up really straight and tall, so it's like you've got, I said this all the time, but it's like you've had 3 lattes and you've eaten a can of beans and you're just trying to hold everything together. So really gather yourself from your pelvic floor up, hold everything together, stay nice and straight and tall. It's harder than it looks. Bring your hands to a heart center. We're just going to twist to the left, 2 pulses, come center, twist to the right, 2 pulses, come center. So this is getting a bit of your transverse core. Now, let's speed it up, but still try to be really controlled. So we won't pulse, we'll just do 1 little pulse on each side. And it's really hard to just move from your core here rather than your hips and keep this control at this speed. Try to keep your shoulders down, away from your ears. Remembering to breathe. And let's slow it down again now, that double pulse. Last set. Well done. Now, cross your legs, place your hands out in front of you, and bring your legs behind you into a downward facing dog. Getting a little nice stretch here. Bend your left knee, getting a stretch in your right leg. And then bend your right leg, getting a nice stretch in that left calf. Bring them both down to the mat now. Come forward. Cobra stretch. Careful not to arch too much if this causes pain in your lower back. That's good. And then coming back into downward facing dog. Let's do a few of those at your own pace. You can come down onto your feet like this if you like. Whatever's comfortable for you. Last one. Now come back into a plank. Place your knees down. I want them right down underneath your hips, hands below shoulders, about shoulder width apart. And we're going to do one of the best exercises that you can do for your back. So feel free to add weights to this one if you'd like, if you want to make it a little bit more challenging. So come into neutral spine, tuck your tailbone slightly, gaze slightly forward, inhale, and bring your left arm and your right leg extended, and bring them back to center. So inhaling when you bring them extend, and exhaling when you return to center. Try not to crank your neck. And a nice long, elegant neck, no creases. And the purpose of this exercise is to keep your torso really still. So if you had your favorite beverage on it, it wouldn't spill a drop. Now hold here, and this is where if you have weights, you can grab some weights as well, just to make it a bit more challenging. And bring your arm and your leg up to the sky and tap them back down again. So your foot should be flexed, and you should feel this in that right glute. Remember to try not to arch your back or wiggle around too much, but focus on that control. Hold here, little pulses up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here, crunch in, left arm, right knee, extend out. Crunch, extend. Exhaling as we crunch, inhaling as we extend. Two more. Last one. And hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Set that hand and leg down. Give yourself a bit of a wiggle. Release that tension. Now sit up again. So hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips. Tuck your tailbone slightly, pull your belly button to spine. Bring your left leg long, your right arm long, and bring them back to center. Focusing on that control. So it's not about how many of these you do, it's about how still you can keep your core when you Now hold here, and we're just going to tap up and down. Four, three, two, and one. Hold here, little pulses up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold. Bring that knee and that hand in together, crunch it, and extend out nice and long. So this one, you are going to move. Someone's taking that bridge kindly off your back, but we're still moving with control. Last one. Hold it here. Hold, hold, hold. Belly button to spine. And relax, relax. Well done. Come into a child's pose. Let everything relax for a moment. Wiggle your hips. And come back into tabletop. So hands beneath shoulders, knees beneath hips, belly button to spine. Flex your toes here. Just going to inhale and exhale, bring everything up and hold, and then relax down again. So imagine that you're pulling up your knees from your lower abdominals for this one. All right, so inhale and exhale, hold everything up and come back down. Let's do a few of these. Let's start holding them for a little bit longer. Maybe a lot longer. Alright, and relax. Well done. Alright, so remaining in that tabletop position, bring your left leg out behind you. And we're just going to lift and lower. So try not to put all your weight on your right side in this one. Try to distribute the weight evenly between your 3 points of contact. Neck still nice and long. Hold here, flex your foot, bring your knee down to meet your right knee and kick it up to the sky. Little donkey kicks. Hold here, little pulses up. Going back into those glute exercises now. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's just switch sides. So bring your right leg out straight behind you, gaze slightly forward, neck nice and long, and it's just a lift and a lower. Belly button to spine, trying not to arch that back. So you can't bring your leg too long, too high, sorry, without sacrificing your form. So just be mindful of that. Hold here, flex that foot, bring your knee down to meet the other one, and kick up to the sky. Imagine you had something really heavy on that foot, and you were really pushing it up to the sky. Two and one. Hold here. pulses up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let everything relax. Now inhale, bring your head forward as your tailbone reaches to the sky. And exhale, tuck everything in, tuck your chin, tailbone is tucked. And inhale, arch everything, gaze forward. Last one. Well done. Now we're going to come onto our forearms and come into a forearm plank. So your elbows are just underneath your shoulders or slightly forward, hands together, feet straight out behind you. You're not sticking your bum out too much or falling down onto the mat. Just a nice straight line. And we're going to go back to those knee taps. So knees tap, knees lift, knees tap, knees lift. I was just preparing you for this one really. Go at your own pace. Hold here. Prop your right hand out beside you. Cross your legs. Left arm comes behind your head. We're just going to thread the needle down. Elbow meets hand and come up again. Little thread the needles in side plank. You can be on your knees for this one as well if you find a full side plank too challenging. Both of them are making you work. So try to keep your head heavy. Hold here, little pulses with your hips. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. We're just going to scoot around to the other side now. Come into a forearm side plank. Right arm behind your head. We're just going to thread the needle down and come up again. Hold here, little pulses to the sky. Hey Winston, you want to plank with us? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe reach your right arm nice and long and just hold. Hold, hold, hold. And relax. Well done. I think it's time to do some work on our bellies now. So come and lie down. Just let everything relax for a moment. Place your hands by your chest flat. And bring your head up, but gaze forward so that you're not cranking your neck. We're just going to inhale, bring our hands up, exhale, push down to the mat, and release. So hands up, chest up, push onto the mat and release. And you should feel a really nice stretch in your back doing this one. I always have the tendency to crank my neck a bit in this exercise, so just try to look down at the mat if you can. And just do it at your own pace. A couple more here. Alright, and relax. So for the next one, bring your hands behind your back, grab a hold of 2 fingers. We're going to bring our legs together, flex our feet, lift our thighs off the mat as much as you can, and it's a double kick, and stretch everything nice and long, and then bring your head to the other side. Double kick, stretch nice and long. Again, moving at your own pace. Last one on each side. And hold. And let it release. Well done. So now, just place your, I'm going to keep my head up, but you can place your head on your hands in front of you. And we're going to lift our legs about mat width apart and squeeze in and squeeze out. You should really feel this one burning pretty quickly. And then just hold here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it all release. Now place your arms beside you, nice and long. Your palms are down. Just lift and lower. With your chest slightly raised, your face gazing slightly forward. It's amazing how this one actually, you get a lot of resistance and you feel the burn very quickly as well. Few of these. Hold here. Bring your palms to face each other, little squeezes in. Hold this squeeze in, and now this is a really small movement, but just pulse to the sky. Remember to keep your belly button to spine, also when you're lying on your belly, because that protects your spine. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let it all relax. We have one last exercise, which is also a very good one for your back, and then we'll stretch it out. So bring your arms nice and long out in front of you, your legs behind you. Just breathe for a moment. Raise your left arm, bring it down. Your right arm, bring it down. The left leg, your right leg. Both arms, both legs. Left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. And now raise everything up together and let's go for a swim at your own speed. Now let's try and give it all you've got for the last few seconds of this class, as fast as you can. And hold, and relax. Well done. Let's stretch it out now, because the work that you do is only as beneficial as the rest that you take afterwards, so that our bodies aren't in too much of a state of stress. So come back into a downward facing dog. Oh, that feels good. Just breathe. Raise your left leg up, float forward and back, forward, back. Bend that knee, bring it over to your right side, and then bring that knee in between your hands. Getting a nice little stretch here. You can stay here, Or if it's accessible to you, come down onto your forearms, or even down onto your forehead. And then come up, and with your left hand, grab a hold of your right leg. We worked our obliques a lot today. It's important to stretch them. Bring your hands back in front of you. Come back up into downward facing dog. Bring your right leg to the sky, float forward, back, forward, back. Bend that knee, bring it through to your hands. Get a nice stretch in that right hip. Come down onto your forearms, if that feels nice for you. And if you like, come down onto outstretched arms. Come up, grab your grab your left foot with your right arm, if you can. It's okay if you can't. If you can't, just give yourself a little twist here to stretch those obliques. And back. And then come back into a comfortable position, and you're done.